This is Time Cowboy. Alright, now that I'm finished showing off, let's talk about how I worked on gameplay a lot, just balancing and making some weapons better. One of those weapons being the revolver. The revolver was a revolver. It was pretty weak, to be honest, so I added 8-shot, 3-shot. You shoot 8 successful shots in a row and receive 3 boosted shots. And for 8, it's because you guys killed Milton in 9 shots and I got mad about that. Now, it's more balanced, but still rewards you for having good aim, though I doubt most of you will get this reward though. Plus, another weapon I rebalanced a bit was the shotgun. This is mainly because I changed the way it detects hits. Instead of spewing 9 lines, it instead spews 9 cylinders. So, since you have a bigger area of attack, I felt like I had to change it. At first I nerfed it too hard, so I rebalanced it again so that it's powerful, but still balanced. Also forgot to mention this in the last Devlog somehow, but this is the action meter. Think of it like Hotline Miami's action meter and Ultra Kill style meter combined. Basically, kill an enemy, hurt an enemy, or do anything unique, you'll get points. But if you use the same weapon 25 times in a row, you'll get a penalty put on the points you get. Also, because of feedback of combat feeling inconsistent, I added damage flash and numbers, and also damage label thing. Not sure what you call this, to be honest. Adding those to the game made me realize how dumb I felt for not adding damage numbers or flashes. But actually, damage numbers, I understood why. I didn't want the game to feel like a looter shooter or like a Borderlands game with damage numbers and health bars above enemies. But I did add those anyways, except for the health bars. And surprisingly, they add a lot to the game. But if you're one of those few people who hate information, you could turn off damage numbers and flash. Right, I also began work on the medieval era. As of writing this, there are currently 4 completed levels in this era. So far, you get a lasso and a crossbow. So, how about we talk about the lasso, because that'll take less time to talk about. Basically, it's a grappling hook. You can only grapple onto these green points or enemies. It's been in the game for a while actually, I just haven't spoken about it. And if you check the license file that comes with the demo, you can see that I credit grappling hook add-on by LowResCat, and that's because I didn't know how to code a grappling mechanic. That aside, the crossbow is interesting as it fires a projectile that after 0.2 seconds hones in on the closest target. So now you also gotta think about positioning. One part that I find cool is that if you shoot above an enemy, you'll deal extra damage. When I coded this with the sound effects, I won't lie, I did spam it for a couple minutes because it felt and sounded nice. For why it hones in, that's because I didn't feel like fixing this weird bug where your projectiles would just be inaccurate for some reason, so I made it hone in. Of course, I will fix that later, after I talk about today's sponsor, being me. Very original joke, I know. But if you buy the Time Cowboy demo OST, you'll not only get the entire soundtrack in high quality, but an additional unused song, early footage and screenshots of the game, and the full game upon release. But that's if you buy it any time before July 24th of this year, as that's when Era 2 will be dropping for $5. Speaking of the full game, for those who are in my Discord, you can skip this part. I'm doing early access chapter drops. When the game releases with chapter 1 and 2, it'll be $5. Chapter 3, $6. And finally, the full game will be $9. And you pay once and you get all chapters for free. Doing this as it will motivate me to continue working on the game, knowing I have a goal of finish and release this chapter instead of finish the game. I don't think it's fair to charge a full game price for a game that's still in early access. That aside, final thing I got about today is feedback, as I did get quite a bit of feedback on the demo and I have made some updates. Those being what I mentioned before: damage numbers, damage flashes, huge enemy rebalance, and combat being improved. All these because of feedback I got on combat feeling inconsistent, so I'd like to thank Linko and Devlog for providing feedback, and to Maze, Memes 6dev, and Linko again for being early supporters. Saying this again, Chapter 1 and 2 are releasing July 24th of this year at 6:30 p.m. for $5 on itch.io. Be there or you will get killed in 9 shots like Milton. Thank you for watching.